Hello! Oh, welcome, we're back. We're playing some more Disco Elysium. Listen, last time the game glitched out at the end, and we lost a little bit of progress, but fortunately it wasn't that much, and so I came back and I redid the part that we missed, and I tried to do it as close as possible to the way that we did it before, and I must have done something extra this time, because we got an extra quest somehow. So we've got an extra quest, but that's kind of it. Otherwise, I think we're pretty much exactly where we were last time. Our plan was to check the last trap for cryptids. Then we're going to go back to the Whirling in Rags. We're going to talk to the cryptid people. And then we'll play it by ear from there. But that's kind of our little plan for what we're going to do today, at least to start. So let's get into it. Bam! Oh, I'm not selecting the screen. Good! Excellent streaming! Okay, continue. Great. And we have saved. Great. Let's speak to this person out here first, though.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
Hello there!
She must be Estelle, the last of the speed freaks, Hossy. It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat.
Oh my god, I
She
have like
must
10
freeze.
hats. Why don't you take one?
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Dear child, it's freezing! Where's your hat?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
Wait, I do. I should, and I do point to my hat.
Oh. I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in this weather. Hey, Soul Foundry welcome. Says good freaking Thursday, Piotr Bizzle. Happy strim, all. Weekend is so close. Oh my god, just one day away. Just gotta get through one work day. Oh, I believe I can do it.
Yeah, well. Look, man, fuck the hat.
Regain authority in her eyes. 3%, how hard could it be? How hard could it be?
Lots of feeling. Feel it up. Way up.
Oh my god, fuck the hat? Is that what you just said to me? I can't believe you told me to fuck the hat.
You're saying it really loud, but it's not coming out right.
So I should just
Maybe add more.
take this hat I'm wearing and fuck it, right? Point at your head where the hat is located. Engage in sexual intercourse with the hat right here in front of you because you told me so? On the sea ice? Oh my god, the sea ice, the most scandalous place of all. Soul Foundry says, tomorrow is my text day at work. Competitive mode is intense. How's it going? Are you still neck and neck up there at the top of the competition?
More.
Right here on the sea ice?
More.
Give you a little ice combat fuck show?
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The lieutenant is watching the scene unfold before his eyes.
Is that how you
Sure.
see me?
The girl looks down, slowly curling into a ball. That's it. You've earned it. Start crying. Life's hard.
Start crying.
The young woman has kept her eyes trained on her wires, waiting for the sorry spectacle to end. But it's gone awful quiet up there. Then, the sound of sobbing.
Soul Foundry says, well, the brackets change every few hours, so, you know, what a day. Oh, it's that close, huh? The person I was up against is now no longer even on the bracket. They weren't rearranged. Is that good?
Looking up, she sees a grown man on the wrong side of 40.
And we're still in
his
round
face
one.
Bloated from alcohol, and God knows what else. Not so quietly, crying.
This isn't really about the hat, is it?
Wipe away the tears. Anyway, I can't believe you would use obscenities like that in front of a police officer. And you should wear a hat, too. Soul Foundry says, I was here last year. This is typical. This is all just psychological. Oh, no.
I swear to God, I will always wear a hat from now on.
Would it be alright if I ask you some questions now?
You know, you're not the only one with issues. I self-medicate. Shit. Life's a horror, you know?
I know, dude. I know. It's a horror, dude.
Crying helps, though. Get it out your system. And then maybe we can talk, okay? I'll be here.
Oh my god, I made a connection with this person. Through my absolute
No,
insanity.
no. Seriously, what's eating you, man?
There is a hint of pity in her eyes. Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing, and she wears thick black eyeliner. Most men wouldn't call her pretty. There is a manliness to her.
Let's start
closeness.
easy. What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
I've heard that the amount of time that you need to spend out in nature to record nature sounds without, human sounds like machines and planes and stuff, I heard it just gets longer and longer and longer every year. Is that true?
Actually, just one wire.
Ah.
I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Nice. You could maybe bug someone with it. Wiretapping.
Soul Foundry says, also, oh, we did hear about this. I don't remember if I said this here yet, but I'm so sad there are no good Digimon games. Cyber Sleuth was the best, but still, meh. I kind of feel you on that. I was super into Cyber Sleuth until I was doing the same fight for like the 80th time. And I was like, I can't. I respect myself too much to continue playing this game. That's not fair. Some people really like to grind, and that's legit. I just personally do not. And Cyber Sleuth was a lot of grinding. Yeah, I wish that they would. I used to love the Digimon TV show when I was like a wee babe, when it was out, on TV. I got really into the Digimon show for a while. Soul Foundry says, I am that sad. I was going to buy Digimon New World for $60. Oh no, and it was just so not good enough for me on the YouTube playthrough. Oh, at least you didn't have to drop the $60 on it. That seems... I mean, $60 for any Digimon game. Maybe this is disrespectful, but that seems high. I don't know that I would... I don't know that I could be compelled to drop that kind of cash for the Digimons. And Soul Foundry says, the shows and movies are so good. I love the characters and the Digimon designs. It's actually interesting. I was listening to a podcast about... They were talking about the game Pal World, which you like. So you know Pal World, because you've brought it up before. And... the criticism of Pal World or the scandal about Pal World is that the designs are very similar to some Pokemon designs. And the person on the stream was like, look, I think it's just a matter of it's really hard to make good creature designs for like a monster catching game. And so it's very likely that like if you make good designs, they're going to be similar to other designs which have also been good in the past. And anyway, what I'm trying to say is, we've played Temtem, Monster Crown, I think the game was called. We've played some monster catching games in our time, and the fact that Digimon's monster designs are so good, I think is really a testament. A lot of people want to have little animals games, and really Pokemon and Digimon, and maybe Pal World, although I don't know it very well, have really nailed it. And so far it says, facts. All Pokemon look like Digimon and characters in FF15 and FF5. Oh, yeah, I think that's true. I think there's just like a smaller set of actually appealing little creature designs than you would expect there to be. Anyway, let's see. How does this thing work? Let's ask about the microphone.
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where did you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum?
No.
It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
Oh, now we gotta go to the Palaceum.
It's a music club and a synthesizer
I'm gonna sneeze
workshop
in about
on Boogie
10
Street
seconds.
Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw
Excuse me.
Arno van Eyck.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Bless you. Oh, thank you, Soul Foundry. I appreciate it. Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
Listen, I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
It means, ma'am, that I'm hip beyond my ears. dog.
That's cool.
Never mind. Let's talk about the contact mic instead.
Sure.
Actually, I had some non-mic questions for you.
Okay.
The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
They're making ammonia, right? That was our guess last time. Are they making ammonia? Are they going to use the ammonia to make some kind of a bomb? Are they making ammonia to make fertilizer, perhaps? Or clean things? You can use ammonia to clean things. Are they making ammonia?
She's less prone to blurt it out, Crabman, than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church.
So there
wall.
are
I
Spider-Men
think the
inside
woman
of this
didn't even
church.
know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
I don't blame you. That is unsettling.
Like a crab, you say?
What did this crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on, she obviously could. She already went into detail.
Come on, quit stalling on me. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
So what you're telling me is this crab man knows how to party.
A crab and a banger?
The lieutenant raises an eyebrow.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
A gangster crab man? You were wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
Seems too ludicrous for a lie.
I guess so. Anyway, what else?
I would like to know more about your associates. No! What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones.
Huh.
I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
Did you know that for the movie Titanic, they made the ice sounds by breaking celery? So there you go. If you need ice cracking sounds, why not break some celery? What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
You have a boyfriend? Ah, this conversation is over.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
And what are these recordings for? The cracks? The footsteps?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music.
Oh, sick.
They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Okay, let me do something for your sample. Ready? I'm gonna do something and you can sample it, and then they can loop it and put it in their song. Ready? This is a journey into sound. Just use that. Just use that, SL. Now you don't need to record the ice anymore. You'll just use the "this is a journey into sound" quote. Somebody says, did you know, in Titanic, if I was on it, I would have pushed someone off a lifeboat to be on it? You gotta live and let die in that kind of a situation. I mean, really, the strategy on the Titanic was to be a rich woman. Was probably your best bet. I've heard a thing that if somebody... Oh, God, what was it? Somebody was like, if you were on the Titanic, the best move would be to go put on your best clothes that you possibly have and then go make your way to the lifeboats. And that would be your best bet of escaping.
Anyway, I thought
Put
I'd
on a
make some
tuxedo,
too.
put on a
It's
suit,
supposed
try to
be
look as
like
fancy as possible.
A music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device, the thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish, very useless all of a sudden.
Take this, you're called.
The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket. Lieutenant, I have like 3 jackets on my person.
No, man, fuck that. I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
That's it. I'm gonna cry again.
It's okay.
Now, give her your hat. Yes, here, you need this more than I do.
Thanks.
This means I can wear the racist hat again, which, to me, is an absolute win. You said it's supposed to be a music place. Did you mean the one Andre's got planned, the church?
Yeah, the boys think it could be a place, like the Elysium or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Elysium, that's for sure.
Soulfoundry says, will need to research that. I've watched the Britannic and Lusitania sync IRT on YouTube a couple of times. It is ambient sound while I game. Britannic. Isn't Britannic the name of like a YouTube sketch comedy duo from the late 2000s? Am I mistaken? Maybe Britannic is also something else. I don't want to search this. We're not going to go to Microsoft Edge. I'm going to resist the pull of the gravity of this question, but I'm going to assume that Britannic also means something different.
Yeah, Andre and the guys, inside the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here, while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Didn't you see it yourself? It's mostly music stuff. Like this tape recorder, but bigger.
Oh, good. This is how we're going to edge our way in. You mean like those headphones your boyfriend sold?
Yep. They were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze? Machines like to be cold.
That stuff is more expensive than I am.
Oh, and
More
Soulfoundry says I
expensive
spelled
than any of
Britannic
us,
wrong.
really. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. I can take the cold.
Let me look. The Singing of Britannic, Titanic's forgotten sister ship. Oh my god, it's a real thing? Okay, I don't have an hour to watch this right now, but I will be making a trip to Wikipedia after this stream, for sure, to understand what the Britannic is. Okay. I have some other questions.
Go ahead.
The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. Maybe we can get a little bit more of an edge here. Tell me about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum.
Uh-huh.
Except that, yeah,
What, is anodic dance music?
you know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Electronic instruments? Like what? And don't say, what is the, a theremin. Don't say a theremin.
Synthesizers and tape consoles.
Good.
Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
Interesting.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like. If it ever comes.
Soulfoundry says, Fast Read Wiki, Britannic is created by the same company with the same design as the Titanic. They get hit by a torpedo and a lot less people, but a lot of people die. Oh my god. 2 for 2 on tragic sinkings? That seems like not a great track record.
This is an evolutionary step up.
I mean, a
from
torpedo is,
amplified
in
instruments,
fairness,
which
you
in
know, that's
turn are a
some
step up
nasty
from
business in
acoustic
there.
instruments.
War
What
times, I
comes
guess
after
so.
it, you wonder? A black-tinted nothingness or something finer?
I have another question.
Go ahead.
Alright, now's the time. 42%. The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice feeling miserable. At your age, or at any age, in this weather, waiting for it to get dark?
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their failure with this by your side. Tap on the tape recorder.
The wind howls. She remains silent.
What a roller coaster we've been on with this woman.
It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
The dark.
I know. I'll stick to it. So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
Ah, you must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
I thought we were
To
friends.
the cops.
What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Okay, maybe I'll ask about later all of this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
That's all for now. Let's look. So we got a skill point, and there was a logic check that we could do with the guys we were just talking to. Soulfinder says, I think your internet is bugging. Oh my, we're dropping frames. It's true. Let me see here. Ugh. Hold up. We're in and out. We're on the wired connection. Come on. Let's just wait a second and see if it comes back. Don't you go to 0. Don't you go to 0, KPBS, just as I say that. It's really up and down here. Just watching it for a second. Just seeing if we can get back up to something that is usable here. Are we still dropping frames? We are. Although less. Hang on. Okay. Are we coming back? Maybe it was just a blip? I think, at the risk of jinxing it, I think that it's over. I think that we got through the blip. I'm going to keep an eye on it, but let's power ahead for now. It looks like we're at a pretty consistent upload speed now, yes? Let me just give it 2 seconds, just to make sure. Okay, you are absolutely right. The internet was bugging. We dropped a bunch of frames. Just to catch up in case we lost it, we have a logic check that we failed with the guys in the tent. We are going to increase our logic and try to pass that check. That is my plan. And do I have any clothes that make me more logical? Yes. 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 Oh my god, I can become extremely logical. Oh, and I get to put the hat back on. Great. Okay, we have a big logic bonus now. As you can see, +4. Let's go do this logic check real quick here. Oh, Kim wants to talk to me. Kim, what's up, baby? Having looked away during the final phase of your little episode, the lieutenant now addresses you.
Do you want to talk about what just happened?
That's probably a good idea.
Normally, I'm opposed to discussing one's feelings, especially on duty. But I think this is an exceptional case.
Kim?
So, what do you think happened?
Oh, Kim, I started crying. I wanted the woman to wear a hat, and she wouldn't wear one, and I lost control. And it's honestly, at the end of the day, kind of your fault, and I think you need to do better next time.
'Tis possible thou couldst persuade the lieutenant 'twas all a part of thy unorthodox method. But can thou persuade thyself?
Listen, I experienced a minor malfunction, but I'm okay now.
Glad to hear it was minor. Can you go on?
Yes, it's my duty after all.
Then, let's go.
Toba.
Yes?
Nothing.
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring
No.
one. The regular, please. The brown.
Kim, am I boring?
You? I wouldn't worry about that.
See? You're so regular and vinyl brown. He doesn't even want to talk to you about it.
Look, I'm just trying to do my job. No need for extravagance.
Of course you do. Let's get right to it.
No.
My lord's copper type
Stop.
is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wait, what? This will be my Kappa type now?
Yes, the type of copy you are, sire.
No.
Think of it as a caste. A
Let's
class
keep
even,
that
a
announcement
nation
on
of
standby
regular
for
law
now.
officials
Jump up, up,
that
up, up.
you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
You know what? Let's do it. Send out the telefax then. I'm not ashamed to be a regular ass guy.
Done and done. No actual communiques will be sent, of course. That would be too dramatic.
Oh, would it? Would it, drama? That's it. Let's go talk to this man.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Hey, so maybe everything isn't quite as I've been told. Let's take a moment to analyze. There's an ether smell, there's nosafed, there's starting fuel fluid, the headphones were sold. It seems a bit sketch, if I'm honest. Let me move a little closer to the mic. The mic's a little cold today. Ba ba ba.
Nothing jumps out.
Stop!
Nothing out of the ordinary.
I swear something's not adding up here.
How about you get out and breathe? The air in the tent is too thick for you to think clearly.
Fine.
Always, we'll be...
Lame. Well, now I have all the clothes of a Logic King. So that's something. We can min-max that a little bit. I can't believe we failed that 83% check. What a bummer. You know what we should do? If we're being smart, we should be quick saving. And then I want to see where else can I find... First of all, is there something I can do to heal? If not... Class J. Okay. Inspect the traps. Check the trap near the canal. Okay. That's perfect. That's on my way back. All I need to do now is find my way back. Stop. This is someone's home away from home, just like yours. Oh, is this a fast travel?
The pain of Eternite barely holds.
Push it.
The pain falls into the icy snow with
Push
a
it real good. Nice. Oh my god, it was a Metroidvania the whole time. Here's the church. Wait. Map. Help me out, map. Oh, the map is useless? Okay, great. Oh, good. There's the kids. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's blue? Oh. Construction material. Some more money, which is good. White curtains have been drawn shut, no looking in. A whetting stone. Cinder blocks. Oh my gosh, there's more stuff here. Okay. We can do this on our way back. We got time. Pick up some loose change. No? Oh my god, these 3 trees are so in the way. I couldn't ever get past them. How? Well, there's a bench.
The warden.
We can sit on benches after.
You can revisit the bench if
Cool. Bench is a way to pass time. Good to know. Oh my gosh. I like this map, but there are times I feel pretty frustrated by not being able to tell where the boundaries are. We got some new pants. +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. Moralist pants. No, let's keep the pants we have. Nothing really of interest in there. These trees, again, form a wall, although it super seems like I could just slide between them. Obviously, that's not really the case. Oh, there's stairs? Oh my god, okay. Let's speak with these gentlemen.
You stop mid-step.
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that bottle!
What bottle? Where?
In this drunk's hand, on the pipe there. Glowing blue, a mysterious...
Soul Foundry says, I think my
otherworldly
phone was just bugging. Nah, there was definitely a problem on my end.
holy
I was,
mysteries.
my internet was out for a little bit.
You should care! I'm getting a very special vibe from that bottle. Please go talk to him. I need to look at it closer.
I'm sure this will go well. But just in case it doesn't, let's do a quick save. Nope, I don't want to talk to Kim. I want to take the money. Okay.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who's Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Soul Foundry says, okay, I'm not crazy, but also my phone was being dumb. I'm on my computer because the phone is being obstinate. Oh, one of my favorite Magic the Gathering cards, which we're going to take a look at now, which I think is from Odyssey, which is also my favorite Magic the Gathering set, and which I have a shiny of somewhere in a box in here, happens to be Obstinate Familiar. And that is basically every association that I have with that word. Let's take a look here. Window new. Let's just go to Microsoft Edge. Bam. This boy, this lizard, you can get for a cool 99 cents, and whose superpower is if you would draw a card, you can choose to not draw a card instead, which is pretty funny. Pretty funny in if you're getting milled or just in a long game. Obstinate Familiar is a funny little iguana man. Not actually a good card, but beloved by me. In conclusion, lizards are good. Okay. Good aside. Soul Foundry says, so, my Scream name is an MTG card, and my Steam name is an MTG card. Soul Foundry I'm sort of aware of. I'm Karn the Liberated on Steam. Oh, what? I just got a card recently that reminded me of Soul Foundry. Oh, I got Mimic Vat in a pack of... Caverns of Ixalan, which is kind of similar. Okay, we're going back again already. We're back at Microsoft Edge already, because now I got to think about Magic the Gathering. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's see Soul Foundry, because both of them are about like duplicating creatures, right? So Soul Foundry is you imprint and you create a token that's a copy of the exiled card. I got Mimic Vat, which is a slightly less good version of that. This is the card that I got, where it's whenever a non-token creature dies, you may exile that card. So basically, instead of imprinting a card from your hand, anytime a creature dies, you can imprint it, and then you can make a copy of it for 3. Oh, X is the converted card's mana cost. I guess it could be good if something really big died, and you can cheat out a version of it for 3. But it also gets, instead of just getting to keep the token, though, you also have to exile it at the end of your end step. And it has haste. There's a trade-off there. Soul Foundry says, I have a Platinum Angel in my hand waiting. Oh, no! Oh, we gotta do a stream sometime where we make a commander deck. I really want to make one for Makar the Gold Cursed, who is not a good commander. But I think it would be a good first commander deck to do because he's mono black. And I feel like we could just fill the deck primarily with good commander cards in mono black. Plus Makar the Gold Cursed, and we'd have like something sort of passable. And some artifact stuff. Artifacts feel like they're very in the meta recently, so that would also probably be a good pick. That's my plan to make like a D tier level commander deck. So Freddy says I would die and throw a tantrum. Oh no. Ugh. Anyway, what's my other commander that I wanted to do? Oh, Minsk and Boo is the other one. It's up here on the wall. Minsk and Boo, Timeless Heroes. Red and green is obviously one of the most fun colors to play, or fun color combinations to play in Magic. I'd love to make a commander deck also with them and put a hamster in play and stuff. I think would be pretty fun. Okay. Anyway, we're not supposed to call Abigail, is what they're saying in this game that we're still playing.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Soul Foundry says Karn the Liberated is the only commander I have considered. Are there any other? I do like Karn the character, although I can't remember what Karn the Liberated does. Alright, we're going to look real quick. Alright, listen, it's just us. Let's take a look. Karn the Liberated. Let's see. Oh, he's a pricey boy. I don't think he can be your commander, because he's... Oh, no, that's Karn Liberated. Well, he's a, he's not a creature, though, right? I don't think he can be your commander. Although he would be a good creature to have in your commander deck. Soulfighter says, I'm a colorless player. Ugh. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't made a commander deck, so I don't totally know the rules. But I think if it's a Planeswalker, it has to have a little thing that says this can be your commander. Planeswalkers can be commanders? Oh, okay. Because Boo, Minsk and Boo, maybe it's just being redundant. Minsk and Boo Timeless Heroes says Minsk and Boo Timeless Heroes can be your commander. But maybe it's just a redundant... I don't know. It's all good. It's not important. I'll never successfully build a commander deck anyway, so it's all good. Not very important at this time. Okay, let's make some progress here. Oh, you know what? No, sorry. The other person that I would play... make a commander deck of is... Oh, I just got this sexy vampire librarian in Caverns of Ixalan. How can I find her name? Can I find it quick on Bing, or do I need to search? Let's try it like this. Power is exactly 20. Destroy all other creatures. Oh my god, that's it. Soulfighter says, I believe in you. Yeah, this, although I have a better art of this, but Amalia Benavides Aguirre has Ward, pay 3 life, and whenever you gain life, Amalia Benavides Aguirre explores, which is you pick up a card, and if it's a land, you put it in your hand, and if it's not a land, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on this card. Then, destroy all other creatures if its power is exactly 20. I just think it would be funny to spend the whole game trying to make that happen. I don't think it would be a good deck. Soulfighter says, I need her for my vampire deck. But it would be very funny to try to do. If you could make it happen even once in the game and wipe everybody out, it would be totally worth it. Let me see the good art that I've got. Because I have a different version of that card, which literally the whole idea of the commander is that would be funny to make happen, and also I really like the art. Soul Foundry says, my vampire deck is all black? Ah, let's see. This is the art. Oh, give us a bigger picture. Let's see the whole picture. Why not? There she is. This is the picture that I was like, I want this person to be my commander because that's pretty dope. There we go. Yeah. Sexy vampire librarian conquistador is a vibe that I am all here for. She has a pen, she has glasses. She's great, but white/black? Yeah, that's true. But you're making like a life gain deck, so you want white and black. Maybe fill it with cards from Strixhaven, some black cards that give you life gain. It could happen. It could be done. Not the first deck that I would try to do. That again would be Makar the Gold Cursed, which would also be bad. But I think it would be very funny to try to build this deck. Because you have to... every time you I guess you could also do a +1/+1 counter deck, right? Because you just got to get her to 20 power. And Soulfinder says, my life gain deck is all white based on the Soul Sisters deck. Soul Sisters, you say? I don't know if I know that card. I'm not a good Magic player, so I don't know all the cards, but... Let's see. Soul Sisters MTG. Best Soul Sister cards. Oh, it's not... Oh. What are Soul Sisters in MTG? Soul Warden and Soul's Attendant, which both gain life whenever another creature enters the battlefield. Ah, okay. So you can blink people and stuff and just get lots of life. Si, senor. I see. Gala Greeters. I have that one. It was a box topper in the, whatever, Coco Cabana set. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay. So obviously sometime we need to do a stream, a Magic the Gathering stream, because I'm very into this. But right now, I'm remembering that we're playing Disco Elysium. We're doing it. It's good. It's great. We're not tired of this game yet. We want to see it through to an end to the story. Roll the dice. Oh no! You know what card I want to put in? Sorry, just real quick. I want to put in my King Makar deck is the stop. No, not Teferi's puzzle box. Vexing puzzle box. Yeah, I got a copy of Vexing Puzzle Box just the other day. In a pack, and I want to put this card in, which lets me roll lots of dice. It's exactly the same as the other thing we were just looking at, where it's like a super long shot to make something big happen. But basically, whenever you roll a dice, you get to put a number of charge counters on the card equal to whatever you rolled, and it has an ability where you roll a d20, and if you remove 100 charge counters, then you just get to search your deck for any artifact. Which is pretty goofy. And seems pretty fun. I wouldn't build a whole deck around rolling dice, although that would also be funny. Somebody says, in the right 60-card deck and with the heart of the cards. True! I mean, if we had like a sweet combo with an artifact, maybe we would put it in. But it would just be fun in general if we did like an artifact. Sorry, the card I keep talking about is... King Makar the Gold Cursed, who's just King Midas, really. His whole deal is when he untaps, you get to exile a creature and put a gold token in play, which is like a treasure token, almost exactly, but a little bit different. I guess you can do it even if it's tapped. You can sacrifice it. And I think it would just be fun to do like an artifact and removal deck to make everybody hate you. Yeah. So everybody says, Heart of the Cards is my fave Yu-Gi-Oh reference, and I say it almost every time I draw. You have to trust in the heart of the cards. That wasn't a good impression. I can do better. Let me think about it. Let me stew on that for a little bit. Okay. Alright, this guy's drunk. Let's leave him. Tell me about your friends. Point to the others.
Don't you fucking call.
Alright, we're good. Thanks. Let's talk to some sober people.
Tequila.
Maybe not.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high concept reality-based adventures proceeding?
Oh, so high concept, so reality based.
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang.
Soulfinder says it cannot be undone. That's how we say Heart of the Cards now. But also, could that be the new mixed greens? Mixed greens. Mixed, look, I'm going to try to say mixed greens like a normal person. Mixed greens. Excuse me, could I have some mixed greens, please? I still can't do it. I lisp too much on the S. Can I have some mixed greens? How does a normal person make the letter S sound? Can I have some mixed greens, please? Perfect. We did it. We nailed it. If that's not content, I don't know what is. A man trying to say mixed greens like a normal person. Somebody says, I saw a can of mixed greens the other day and I thought of you. And there are mixed greens. Mixed greens. Mixed greens. A couple of words that I say like a normal person. All right, one last try. I swear I'll stop saying mixed greens. I just need one more attempt. Mixed greens. Nailed it. Perfect. Mixed greens. Mixed greens.
Good.
Mixed greens.
These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset.
Say mixed greens like Brian Brockcraw. Oh wait, who's that? Let me see. Maybe that's a good idea, to try to say it and do like an impression of somebody else. Maybe that's the key to saying it in like a normal person. Brian Brokaw. Brokaw? I'm looking for it. I'm trying to figure out who this is. Brokaw? I'm doing some desperate binging. There's a consultancy. Oh wait. Tom Brokaw? Is a news guy? Yes! Oh, okay. I actually am not familiar with this person, but Brokaw with Vladimir Putin before an interview in 2020. Wow. Sorry, I should probably share this because it is sort of interesting. Brokaw, right? Now it's becoming familiar to me, or else I've just tricked myself into believing that I know what I'm thinking of. There he is. He's got little 3 microphones. Borka. Tom Brokaw. Let's see. Oh, we've got the IPA pronunciation here. We're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna make it say Brokaw. I got it. Who's an impression we can do? Silver says I can read that. Oh man, I was supposed to learn IPA pronunciations in high school drama class, but I never really got the hang of it. How to read phonetics. Okay.
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
I have re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law.
That's the spirit.
Oh, I
used
said
to
that out
take
loud?
reality
Oh,
into
shit.
My image, long time ago. Those days are over now. Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom's spiral land.
No?
Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
No business buddy words?
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation.
Ooh,
At
am I in the mood
last.
for this dialogue tree right now? I can do it. Could you and your pals sign this document? So far, he says the joke in college in my town was IPA, and we have so many breweries here. Nice. That it was a joke in many classrooms.
What's it about? I'll let my hand address the situation. Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful businessman. I've signed more than a few lease forms, or whatever the fuck they were. Anyone's got a pen? The pro's gonna do it.
Yes, I have this green ape one.
All right.
He grabs the pen and paper from your hands and very carefully scribbles on the dotted line. Okay, next to Lillian Carter, Idiot Doom Spiral. So now we have 2 signatures on this form, one of which says Lillian Carter, and the other one says Idiot Doom Spiral. You've done a great service to the community, to the RCM, and to Revachol.
Hey guys, I'm a hero.
Hell yes.
Don't call that.
I don't know if that's gonna trick Everard, but we'll do our
Thank you
best.
for your help. Should we go and mail this? I think I saw a mailbox on the platter.
Mailbox Plaza. Got it. Bye. Okay, that's enough of that for now. Let's speak no more to these men's. And be on our way. We'll mail this in the mailbox. Now that it has one real signature and one obviously fake one, I'm sure we'll be able to fool everybody. Oh, remember when we were sitting on the swing holding hands with Kim? I missed that. There's a boat tucked away under this tarp. There's dusty shelves and a forgotten chair. Oh, I don't want to go in here. This place is weird. I got a postcard. Cold breeze. I did get a bow tie. Will that make me more logical? Because that's kind of... Oh, +2 drama. Theater kid. We'll take it. More drama. More logic. Let's get... Oh, we've got an interactable item, right? This is just a postcard. More drama. More logic.
You take the legal documents out.
My
of the
life.
envelope.
Very good. That's a good way to live. It's a cool way to live. Mixed greens. Okay. That's the last time, I promise. Let's check this last trap. Then we can go back to the mainland. We'll mail the thing. We'll talk to the cryptid
It takes you a
people.
moment. The trap's
We'll see what's
no
going
locus, no phasmid either. But still,
It's empty.
your voice echoes on the coast, carried by a gust of cold wind.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
I also do. Soul Foundry says, OMG, that I need to post my new clothes that I have for this year. My brand is on point. Okay, here's my sick fashion brand right now. So I've got this hoodie, which is basically made of Long John's material. I'm sure there's a word for it. But it got a rip in it because Zug jumped up and clawed at it with her little claws. And I fixed the rip myself with some red thread. I'm sure that doesn't show up on camera. What if we go to the big camera? Will we be able to see it? Bam! So this is my branding. This is my custom branding. Is little red Stitch on my black hoodie that's made of Long Johns. And I think it's a pretty good brand. I think this is what I'm rocking for this year, Soul Foundry. I'm interested to see if you're headed in a similar or a different direction. Soul Foundry says, I love these stitches! I did them myself because they're big and dumb because I don't know how to do small, smart stitches. So, there you go.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
I do get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with this trap.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist.
Huh.
Someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
Oh, Kim, we're getting ya. Soul Foundry says, don't get me started on stitches. I'm trying to keep myself from crochet and knitting right now. Oh, that's fun. Knitting is good. You can make so much stuff. You can make like little hand towels and stuff and blankets. It's not just... I feel like some people have a perception that knitting is all sweaters, but, you know, there's a lot of stuff you can do with knitting. You can make a nice scarf. I don't know. Knitting is pretty cool. I've never done it myself, but I've been very interested by it in the past. Let's say it probably wasn't the phasmid, but still, Morel needs to know.
We did, sort of, promise to tell them, didn't we?
Look around.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. You see slabs of concrete north. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Always the cold. Okay, nice. So we've done all the stuff we want to do here. Let's go turn in some quests, honestly. And look for the mailbox in the plaza. So you can mail this thing real quick. That's not it, is it? Larry Burndorf says this is a long game. This is a long-ass game. Larry Burndorf, welcome. And also, I do agree. I think between you and me, I'm looking for a good stopping off point for this game because it has been going on for quite a while. I really want to finish the case, but I looked up how long this game is, and it feels like we are not close to the end. That looks like a mailbox, right?
The mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
Drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud
Or
of
envelope,
what
if you
sounds
prefer.
like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon.
Nice.
Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Nice. Let's go talk to Everard first, because I feel like the cryptid people, honestly, not as high priority. Oh wait, how do we get there again? I think we can just go the shortcut way this time. I don't think we have to go all the way around the way we went before. Just push my way through this crowd real quick. Hello, mañana. God, I have all this stuff for my mental health, but nothing for my old bones and stuff. Is this the right way? No, this is not the way I want to go. Come on. Let me by. Let me by. Fine. We're going the medium long way. Which I believe is down here, right? Oh, mercy. Okay. Yeah. Let's also go see if we can coax this door into opening.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Persuade the door to open.
And, as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric.
Maybe you're losing your mind. Okay, let's go speak with Everard. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Oh, I have a thought here. That's not a fishing rod. It's... What is it? Okay. Hello, Everard.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
A member of the board?
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful.
We did a
Simply
double cross,
wonderful,
though.
Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way.
Ah.
You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi.
All right, Kim, we're
We can
in.
talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun. Nothing is off the table.
I'm still very suspicious, but...
Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
See drama?
You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures weren't important. The point is, do not think you're ahead of him.
Did you order the hanged man killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
What do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
Hey, Giant Spatula! Hello from Disney World! Hello! We're playing more Disco Elysium. What happened? Remember how Everard wanted us to get signatures from people so we could displace them from their homes and build a community center? We faked it. We faked it. Giant Spatula says goodbye, I don't have internet in Epcot. Make sure you go on the weird ducks ride at Epcot. I forget what it is, but there's ducks, and it's not very good. Enjoy. You're the trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war.
Only
Class
war.
Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait, is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
I do like your saucy attitude.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
What?
Tits from her arsehole. It's a local saying.
It's certainly colorful.
Actually, no, it's not.
Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
Fine, where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
Oh my god, it's not the truck lady, is it? Because that woman is impossible.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy?
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research.
You should say research, but that's
made
fine.
the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway, the neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debardeurs Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
The pigs?
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
Oh my god, we gotta find the pigs.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
Kim, because we're cops, I get it.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
Can you set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock.
Oh my god.
Near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
This seems dicey as hell, Everard.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Oh my god, she's gonna be there for 4 hours? I don't know if I would wait for 4 hours, but that's fine. Maybe they've intimidated her with their union muscle, and maybe if that happened to me, I would be there for 4 hours. But god, it seems like a long time.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
How are you gonna fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Everything?
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
You can't possibly hope to continue. No, we'll say what I said earlier, which is everything.
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
Soul Foundry says, what do you think you're going to play after this? Let me look what's on the old list. So I do have a game that I want to play at some point that I saw that might not be good, and so we might nope out of it pretty quick. But I kind of want to play the game Wanted Dead, which looks kind of interesting. I can show you here. Looks kind of like a goofy game that is a bit of my jam. We like these third-person action games from time to time. Otherwise, let me look at the Discord real quick. Let me see what things, because we have a list of games that people have specifically requested. So if I look at games, ooh, is it pinned somewhere? List of games that have been demanded. Stop. What games have been demanded? I see Bill Nye, Uncharted 2, Earthbound, and Sky Child of Light. Probably Wanted Dead is where I want to go next, although I think it's a pretty short game, which I also want to just do something that's like a quick palate cleanser. Otherwise, if we look at Steam, I also haven't, God, I've been getting games from the Humble Bundle, whatever thing, the monthly thing, for the last 2 months, and I haven't looked at what I've gotten yet, because I did not mean to resub to that subscription, to be honest. But let's see, what games have we added recently here? Is there anything that like looked good? Not really. Blasphemous 2? I liked Blasphemous 1. That might be interesting. Let's also look at the categories that we have. Was there anything in... Someday we got to do a stream where we go by and recategorize these things, because the collections that we have here are reflective of how we used to set up the stream schedule, which is not really reflective of what we do anymore. So Fighter says, I bet you like Earthbound, but that seems read heavy to me. It is hard to do a game with a lot of reading, if I'm totally honest. So Fighter says, I started Earthbound, but it was funny. It's funny, but all reading. Oh, maybe Biomutant. I kind of... Sifu and Biomutant are both games that I would consider playing. Guacamelee I've heard is good, but I don't know if I want to do that next. Anything else that was here? The other game is... Oh, you know what? We should buy the game... Not this.
Out of my way.
I just watched a stream for this game, Time to Morp, which just came out, which is kind of... It's kind of Pal World-y, that it's like a survival game. You're going around getting little animals and using them to get resources and stuff. But it looked interesting to me. I was interested by Time to Morp. So that's possibly something we would do. So everybody says, I want this. Yeah, it looks cute. It looks like a little, factory survival game. Is it free? I think it's $16 right now, which, if I'm honest, for an early access game is a little steep. But it does look cute. The stream I was watching, it did look like a lot of fun. So that might be a fun one to do too. Anything else that I was thinking of doing? Potential games here. We could always play Origami 2. I liked Origami 1. Okay. RoboQuest might be good for like one stream as like a New Game Wednesday type of stream. Do you have anything else that looks really good here? At some point I want to do the War Machine game. Let's see. War Machine Tactics is the miniatures game that I like to play. But this is based on the 2nd edition rules, and we're now on the 4th edition rules, which is pretty cool. They just came out in the last year or so. Yeah, we could do big robots, medieval fighting game. This is crazy. I don't know what this view is. This seems preposterous, but that would be a slow, like a tactics game. Anyway, the short answer is Wanted Dead is probably top of my list. We've got a handful of games in the old Discord. We've got a handful of games that we could do like one-off streams of, and otherwise maybe Time to Morp looked kind of fun and good. But maybe that's one worth waiting for it to get a little further in early access before playing. Anything else? Potential weekday games? That's probably the other place to look. Ghost Runner looked kind of good. I don't know if that'd be a good game to stream, though. Necrovision is fun, but it's like when we played Legendary. It's just like a janky late 2000s first-person shooter. I've been thinking about Vampire. Vampire is a game that I heard about again recently in a stream, and I was just like, oh, maybe I want to play Vampire, or Vampire, or however you say it. But I don't think it was actually well received. Oh, very positive, mostly positive. People like it okay. Maybe Vampire. That's Lies of P. Also, let's wishlist this, and we'll play it when it goes on sale, because I do like the idea of playing Pinocchio Souls, and I heard it was very good. Anyway, short answer, Wanted Dead. Long answer, a bunch of other stuff, including Time to Morp. There we go. So Foundry says, my roommate at the moment in time liked Vampire. It looks cool. And I like games where you play as a vampire. I really liked playing Castlevania 2. And, like, honestly, the combat looked sort of similar in that you're, like, turning into a little mist and teleporting around and stuff. But, Vampire. Vampire also a maybe. Let's put it there.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonial.
We should also... Let me just look real quick. Let me make sure that's not going to dox me if I look at this. Let's see what games were in the... I want to see what games we got in the Humble Choice bundle. Because there may be things to play there, too. If we go to Choice... So Funny says, this woman also sounds like my current employer. Neo 2, Saints Row. Oh, the new Saints Row. Citizen Sleeper. Nothing here is really jumping out at me. Maybe I would look at what some of these games that I don't know are, but nothing in March really jumping out at me. Can I see February? How do I see previous months? Scorn looked kind of interesting. I gotta remember to cancel my subscription before next December because it auto resubbed and I was kind of not happy about it, if I'm honest. I don't even know if I picked up the games from January yet. What was here? Midnight Suns. Oh, Origami 2. Okay, so we must have picked it up. Soulfoundry says, that's me and Duolingo. Oh, I did cancel my Duolingo subscription. To be honest. I did give up on Duolingo. I think it is cool, but... I mean, we've talked about this before. Soulfoundry says, damn you, auto-sub! Duolingo, I felt like I was learning to read Japanese, but not speak it or do anything else with it. And, like... I don't know. For me, it's like, what, $80 a year or something? It just wasn't... Maybe that's not correct, but whatever amount it is, it's too much, and it wasn't worth it to me. Anyway, Wanted Dead. Final answer. Okay.
All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
Digging it, Everard. I have to say, I'm digging this part.
So am I. The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column.
Of course.
We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his benefit, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperazole.
Why would he?
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidon.
Kim?
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned.
Cool. Drug trade.
But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
Interesting stuff. But I just want to solve this murder, okay?
You know why you're such a good detective, Harry? You don't get sidetracked.
Stop.
You care about the
Stop
people
telling me
you're
why I'm a good
supposed to
detective.
protect, not some systems that may or may not be unethical. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez.
Say nothing. I think that we get a leg up on Everard when we let him talk and we refuse to interact with him.
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel.
Time out. We should make a JRPG game where the class choices are musician, young mother / business owner, model, and steel welder. And those are the jobs in our job system. Little girl with dreams of making music, young mother who wants to start a business, model, and steel welder. And those are the classic kind of RPG archetypes. You know, the little girl who dreams of making music, obviously she's buffing the party. The young mothers who want to start businesses, that's economy. Models, maybe they're drawing aggro, so they're like the tank. And the steel welders, they're in the back welding steel, just like a classic RPG archetype. I think there's something there. It's almost as good as my idea for an RPG where you can be a butcher, a baker, or a candlestick maker. I think it's right up there.
I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth, and everyone's gonna pull their weight.
That's very ambitious. I love what you're doing for the working man. I am a communist in this playthrough.
Thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because in many ways, you are that working man. You have already done so much work.
Oh, when you say it like that, I do feel like a patsy. How many of you guys are there in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
So, 2,373, you big liar.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol.
Can I ask you about specific Union members?
We're way past specific Union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
That's all for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly there's a sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
A few more questions about the harbor.
I'm always happy to educate and entertain.
That's all.
Very nice, Harry.
Ah, we're missing something there. Bummer. Oh, we still don't really know what's going on with the murder, and I feel like we don't have leads to follow up on here. We're gonna get our gun back. Let's go get our dice that we ordered. We ordered a custom RPG dice. I think we should start by picking that up. We'll do that, then we'll go talk to the cryptid people. Like, we're doing all this side crap, but we're not really getting closer to the actual mystery here. I feel like we've lost the thread of the story a little bit, if I'm being totally honest. And like, don't get me wrong, the other stuff is
Rusted
cool.
control panel with several.
It's kind of interesting, but I was like very, you know, engaged with that main murder mystery, and I just feel like maybe we're just making the wrong choices or talking to the wrong people, but it feels like it's really been put on the back burner here. Let's see. So here's okay. So this is just me freestyling. So don't, you know, to be decided. But here's what I'm thinking about this game. This is a long game, and I'm eager to get to the end of it. But also, I'm not eager to play this game for another month. So what I'm kind of thinking is maybe we should pick a day to do a long stream where we finish this game. Where like we're gonna sit down and we're gonna finish this game, however long it takes. We're gonna sit down, you know, at 10 a.m. or whatever, and on a weekend and play this game until it's done, and just kind of blast through the rest of it, because I do feel like I feel like there's not a lot of wind left in my sails for this one, which is a common phrase that everybody understands and not at all misused here. That might be what we do. How do I get... Because that's the thing, is I think we're probably like 12 hours from the end. And like, that might not seem like much, but if we're doing 4 hours a week, maybe 3 hours when you know, take into account all the random bull crap that we do in between, that's like a month. It's like another month. I don't know if we could play this game for another month. We'll think about it. I'm thinking about it. How do I get out of here? It would be super cool if I was not in the dark in this area. How do I leave? Alt F4 to get out? I mean, that's all. That is always an option. It's true. Can I please... How do I... That's always a choice that we can make. I do think we're probably going to end a little early tonight, because I do have a little bit of a cold, and I'm not feeling super great. But let's do the dice. Let's do the cryptid. I liked how I sniffled just for effect there. Just to reiterate that I have a little bit of a cold. How do we get to the dice person? I forget. I think we got to do it. I think that's the plan. We'll plan a long stream. We'll blast through the rest of this. It'll be a marathon. But then also, people who are interested, you know, to see the rest of this can tune in and, you know, do their chores or their laundry or their dishes or whatever while we finish it off. We can just get it done. Instead of having to, you know, be present every single stream for weeks and weeks. In order to keep up with what's going on. Anyway, just me thinking out loud. Oh, Kim wants to talk. What's up, Kim?
It's dark.
Yep.
And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Got it. Where's my flashlight? Oh, is that why we couldn't go before? Because we needed the flashlight? Oh god, I'm here. How do I get to the dice person? Oh, there she is. Okay, great.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
If I add one to Shivers, I can find out maybe why her business hasn't failed. I came to pick up my die.
Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom die.
Here you go.
1 universal die for Wirral Untethered.
Cool.
It feels icy. Just holding this die in your hand sends a jolt of cold down your spine. Through the dark resin, you can make out a nugget of bone hewn from an alligator's jaw.
That's pretty cool. I have watched I was watching a lot of reels on Instagram because I'm a little bit too old for TikTok, but I'm interested in TikTok, so I have to watch reels in order to get the TikTok-like content. I watched some reels from a dice maker on Instagram, and like putting little things in the dice seems very cool. Not to mention having a little piece of bone hewn from an alligator's jaw floating in a dice would be very cool.
I'm listening.
I actually don't have any questions.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
Soul Foundry says, I
What
need
else?
dice made from bone. Isn't it? It is a cool idea, isn't it? I also want that. I gotta be real. I mean, that's that's why the phrase roll the bones exists, is because back in the day, that's what you would do. You'd roll little knuckle bones and stuff. Those were the original dice. That's why we had Crazy Bones. Everybody watching remembers Crazy Bones. They know that reference. Crazy Bones were little plastic creatures who kind of acted as dice or marbles, something in between. Soulfoundry says, the bones of my enemies or my pets, because the pet ones would be loyal and the enemy ones would be lucky. Ah! I do kind of like the idea of rolling the bones of your enemies. Gotta be honest. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So we've got to level up, right? I'm gonna put another point in logic, and we're gonna go try to figure out what's going on with the people in the tent again. But before we do that, let's go to the Whirling in Rags. Also, wait, what's the deal with the dice? Does it do anything for me? It's a 24-sided dice? Soulfoundry says, before anything, oh. Ah, today's featured hero clicks. Yes, I'd say we'd earned it. Let's take a look at today's featured hero clicks. Bam, 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 bam. Oh no, it's not a good one. Bam! Today's featured hero clicks is Brother Him. Did we see Brother Him? Have we seen this man before? Has he been a featured hero clicks? Now that I'm looking at him, all of a sudden I'm worried that we've seen him before. This is Brother Him. Soulfoundry says I've never seen him. Okay, I'm going to take that as we've never seen him before then. I like him a lot. Yeah, he's a little bit of a blob man, but I like him. He's got like a cool little starburst on his hand, obviously, and he's got like a mask of some kind. He's got a little icon on his head. His blue robes are very cool. Soulfoundry says he's me on Saturdays when I don't go to work. I totally get it. Some days you just want to hang around, wear a toga, putter around the house, water the plants, maybe listen to a podcast, take it real easy. And Brother Him, he's all about that. And I'm all about him too. Soulfoundry says, Tread, we will shower later. Exactly. We'll get to it later. It's fine. You'll shower at like 11 a.m. or whatever. Just roll real easy into the weekend. That's Brother Him's whole vibe, and I vibe with it as well. Also, I like that his little feet, which I'm just noticing, are sticking out of the bottom. For some reason, that is extremely funny to me. They're just painted on. They're not even... Look! His feet aren't even sticking out. His feet are 100% just painted on, and that's very funny too. He has nubs. He does super have little nub feet, and I love him for it. Brother Him, let's compare him to our standard-sized Karen. He's a tall boy. No two ways about it. He's definitively taller than our standard-sized Karen, according to our spirit level, which we use to determine such things. Moreover... Oh, I lost him. Oh no. Where'd he go? Hup. Come on. Come here. Let me just pick him up with my foot like a regular person. Brother Him is 85 points. I think which makes him the same amount of points as the person we saw yesterday, right? Oh no. Nope, I'm totally wrong. Who was 85 points? We saw somebody recently who was 85 points. I don't know who it was. Was it Sister Superior? Oh no, Sister Superior was 80 points. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, 85 is a lucky number. Yeah, very lucky man. And just building on his continued good vibes, Brother Him is 85 points, and also he is today's featured hero clicks, so now you know. Soulfoundry says 5 is my favorite number, and 8 is a great number. 8 is, as I understand, is a very lucky number in East Asia. So that's got to be something. And 5 is a great number. 5 is how many fingers that we have on our hands. So that's got to mean something. 5. This stream is brought to you by the number 5. And that was today's featured hero clicks. Perfect. We're very good at streaming. Let's go talk to the cryptozoologists. Do we need to call somebody? Kim, is there somebody I'm supposed to call? Oh, let's call real quick while we're here. Oh my god, there's so much stuff happening in this game, my god.
Steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people.
That's no worries.
In the cabin, you see a
I forgot. I thought it had been 8 hours, but I guess not.
snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld together.
Why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
That's fair enough. You gotta stop and smell the roses, even when you're investigating a murder, I'm sure. That's what they say.
Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
Excuse me. That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
What's it packing in there? Point to the engine.
130.
Ah, that's a lot? I don't know about cars. It seems like a lot. Of horses? It seems like a lot of horses.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
What's that then? 7-liter V12? Soulfunder says, also in backtracking to the Digimon talk, by all means, Soulfunder, I'm pretty sure it's just you and me, so we can talk about whatever. At the risk of being too transparent, I think we can just talk about whatever we want. I just realized the other night I started the second part of the duel game first. Oh. Was it, like, hard to follow the story?
7.2. Supercharged.
The lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile, unsuccessfully.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
Oh, Kim, I like that you like your car. That's kind of sweet.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up.
Kim, I'm going to
Slam
paint
it
your
down.
car red. I'm going to paint your car red because it's not fast enough right now, and once we paint it red, it will be much faster.
Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Ever thought about switching to helium headlights? How would that work? Is helium not non-reactive? I don't know about headlights. I don't know about cars.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
Ah, if you ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together.
Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
Oh, Kim, you old curmudgeon. You got a crush on me, I can tell. Soulfighter says, I figured out if you kept the Switch out, you farm Digimon leveled. Oh, you farm Digimon leveled, and I bought special Digimon that are just amazing. So now I'm transferring them to the new game, and I'm assuming I broke something? Love an exploit in a game like that.
And means no.
No! Kim, we're gonna do it. You think we're not, but I'll win you over. You will love me, Kim. Okay, let's speak to the cryptozoologist peoples. Let's get some XP.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
That is a pretty cool tie. Soulfinder says, but that could make this the first playable Digimon game. I legit like Digimon over Pokemon. I admire Digimon's... what do I admire about Digimon? I admire that Digimon does not feel a strong need to make each evolution look too much like the previous evolution. Digimon, like Pokemon, it's like, okay, we got to make these, like, every evolution, it's got to look like it could reasonably, you know, be grown out of the previous one. Digimon, they're just like, what would be cool? What would be cool to have next in this evolution? And I kind of dig that attitude. I think that's kind of a cool way to approach it. Just be like, what would be the coolest thing? Oh, now it's an angel with guns. It was a little bird, now it's an angel with guns, and that's fine. That's not because an angel with guns is cool and a little bird is cool, we're just going to draw a line straight from one to the other. Sofardi says, and Digimon doesn't have a team. There's one Mon, and it can change depending on stuff.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
You never told me you've seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old man's ramblings.
Lena, I assure you, you are correct.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But, darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
It's true. Soulfoundry says, when I play Pokemon, I have one Pokemon that strong arms the game, and if they fail, I have these extra lives. I know exactly what you mean. You take your starter, you beef them up, you know, 50 levels higher than everybody else. Maybe not that much. And yeah, they just plow through everything. For me, the first time playing Pokemon Blue, God, for some reason in the end game, I ended up just getting a Dodrio that was really strong and could just one-shot everything with Drill Peck. And that's how I played, like, the whole back third of that game, was just Dodrio drill pecking every single fight apart. And then I went to the Elite Four, and I drill pecked them all, and it was... I guess it was fun. I guess I had a good time. I enjoyed it at the time, but looking back, maybe not the most nuanced playthrough.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Soulfoundry says, Dragonite! I caught a Dratini that just heart. Oh, did you get it from the Safari Zone? That was the only place to get a Dratini, right? Maybe not. Huge citation needed. That's where I remember finding one in my playthrough. Maybe I need to play Pokemon Blue. I do have a Game Boy here somewhere, although obviously we would play with an emulator if we were going to play, but... It's an interesting thought. It's an interesting thought. Although, when we played Temtem, which is kind of Pokemon-like, I did not enjoy it very much. So maybe... Or, not that I didn't enjoy it, but it kind of wasn't a good game to stream, if that makes sense. Which is a different matter. But maybe. Anyway, what happened at the beach with the cryptid?
I looked up, and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but... like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I'd never seen anything like it. The reeds turned into a creature. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left. Went into the reeds.
Soulfoundry says, I don't remember it 100%, but I do know Dragonite is also one of my main defenders in Pokemon Go and gyms. Soulfoundry, just for you, we're going to bust out my old Pokemon cards. We're going to see if we can find a very special Dragonite, because I think we might have a very special Dragonite. There's a small chance it's still at my childhood home and not here, but I think since it's basically just us, let me go take a look. I'll be right back. Let's see. Where are my Pokemon cards? Under the bed here, probably. That's not them. They must be in here, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the big camera. So we got this box which has Pokemon cards in it. Let's go to the HeroClix camera. That's probably the right way to do this. Let's see if we can find a special Dragonite. So everybody says, okay, so we've got, let me see, I've got, these are grass types. Oh, I've got like a Japanese Bellsprout. Oh no, what is it? What's the middle one of Bellsprout? But that's not what we want. We want normal type cards, right? Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. I hope I don't disappoint by not actually having this. Okay, these look like normal type cards. That was a Dratini. Let's pull these boys out. There's trainer cards. That's too far. So everybody says, I'm so jealous. All of my cards are lost. I legit have like 4 left. Oh no! I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, here's all of our normal type Pokemon cards. So if it's here, it's probably in this pile. Let's see what we've got here. We're looking for... Oh, there's Dodrio. Fantastic. But that's not what we're here for. What we want to find is... There's a nice Dratini. Soulfunder says, I have a starter deck in my Japanese Dragonite. I think it might be this card in the... Oh, no, that's a Meowth that's in a plastic bag for some reason. I don't know if he's... It says he's a promo card, so I don't know what that is. Oh, no. It's got to be here. Come on. There's Wigglytuff. Oh, I was thinking it was going to be the one in the plastic. We've got a couple of Kangaskhan's. No, come on. I'm sure it's here. It would be normal type. There's a different Dratini. Sylvander says promo cards are given out at tournament nights. Well, so I'm looking for... just to spoil a little bit what I'm trying to do here. I got a card when I went to the Pokemon movie. Oh, there's more here. I got a card that was a promo for that. Let me see if I can find it. That was a Dragonite. A Mew? I actually do... My brother had a Mew that was a promo Mew. Let me see. Where would it be? Are there more? These are all electric types. I'm sure I had it. I know that I own a... Maybe it's back in my house in San Diego. Ah, that's a bit of a letdown. I really thought that I had it here. Let me just look here. Here's a nice Machamp who's still in plastic. But that's not what we're looking for. Oh, my Ninetales, who used to be my favorite Pokemon. That's not bad. That's not what we're looking for, though. I gotta stay focused. I'm getting off topic. Let's see. Is it, like, in the back somehow? Those are all energies. Well, there was a... God, that's too bad. There was a Pokemon card that was, like, Dratini... Or Dragonite who's delivering the mail. Who's, like, a mailman Dragonite. But I guess I don't have him here. Soulfighter says, I have a foil Machamp still. I think it came with a starter deck, right? I legit had so many foils. I will never forgive my father. Ah, same, but for different reasons. Let's see. Anything else here? These are all electric types. Zapdos. That's not what I want. I guess I don't have it here. That's a bit disappointing. If I'm being totally honest, it's definitely not. Sorry, I'm just like checking and double checking. I've become a little bit paranoid about this. It must still be back in San Diego. I know it's probably is super quiet when I'm not talking to the microphone. Let me look one more time. I'm gonna look at these cards one more time. And we'll do it in a way where the camera can see too, so it's at least sort of visually interesting. These are all trainers, right? Okay, these are all trainers. Let's put those with the other trainers. Soulfighter says, all good, I can hear you. Okay, good. We've got... Doop, doop, doop. Oh, that's not in camera at all. How do we get that? I guess we gotta pan up. Right? Okay, so... We are looking for Dragonite who's carrying the mail. Mailman Dragonite, Postman Dragonite, whatever he's called. I don't think he's here, though. I don't think I've got him. Oh, that's such a bummer. Ditto. Shiny Ditto there.
I was only a child. There was mud.
Soulfinder says you're talking to an MTG player. All I know, we all know what it's like to get into a box. Oh yeah! Soulfinder says, hand me those cards. Kangaskhan, 3 Kangaskhan's, Meowth. I guess Wigglytuff. I guess I don't have it. That's such a bummer. Oh, you know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna remember some other place where I also have a few Pokemon cards after the stream, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I should have gone and looked in that place, but that's okay. In conclusion, here's a Dratini as a consolation prize. There's, in fact, 2 different kinds of Dratinis, because I feel like 2 different kinds of Dratinis might equal 1, potentially start to equal 1 Dragonite. There you go. There they are. Soulfinder says, also, give me the mustached pot of greed. Oh, so good. So good. Number... you can't see that literally at all. 1657 of 99995. So, very rare-ish. There's only almost 10,000 of them. Soulfinder says, I feel like I had both of those Dratinis. I think they're from the first 2 sets. So if you were collecting Pokemon at the time, I mean, they're both commons. It's very likely that you did. Sorry, I'm like a madman now. I know that I've looked at these cards, but I'm just looking at them over and over. Let's look on Bing. I'll show you what I mean. And that'll be sort of something. Let me just put these back sort of in order, although they are a little bit out of order now. Are there any other cool Pokemon cards we want to look at while we're here? Nah. Anything else that's in plastic? I think I put my rares in plastic here. Oh, we got a shiny Venomoth. It's kind of fun. There you go. We got some shinies. We got some shinies here. Anyway, what I meant, what I was thinking of though, if we go to Bing, was... Let's see, Dragonite, Mailman, Pokemon card. Not this Dragonite. This Dragonite. I know that I have this card. Oh, and look at him. He's carrying the little messenger bag. Oh, I'm not showing you the right window. Lord. Good work. Very good streaming. Excellent work. Somebody says I cannot see it. I'm sorry, I'm a fool. I don't know how to stream, actually. This boy, who now costs apparently $750. I guess if it's in gem mint condition. And somebody says, "Oh, yeah, this guy I've got somewhere. Special Pokemon Power Special Delivery." Somebody says, "Mine is, well, oh, I'm sure mine is not worth $750, but there he is, 463 pounds." Very relatable. Oh, you want to see just like a... Soulfinder says mine is carrying a pouch. I want to show a little curiosity here. In Japanese. Oh, I see. My Dragonite is in Japanese. I just want to show a little curiosity, which is because when the hell else are we going to talk about this? Give me back the big camera, please. Big camera. Where is it? Nope. No, I want the HeroClix camera. I lied. Way back in the day. And foil. Very premium. So, when Bionicle was early in the days of being Bionicle, they made a Bionicle card game. And I have cards from the starter set of the Bionicle card game. And Soulfinder says, but mine shouldn't be 800 plus. Oh no? Oh, you're underselling it. So anyway, it was a really weird game. You like moved little like Bionicle pieces around a map. It was that was like on a grid. It was kind of a weird game. But for some reason, I still have the cards here. Most of them seem to have the same image on them for some reason. And I never got any more than what came with the starter set. But I do have cards from the Bionicle card game. Are they rare? Are they worthless? Probably both. Okay, let's put this away. What time is it now? 6:50? Tell you what. This is what we should do. We should finish the conversation with the cryptid person in this game, and then we should wrap up the stream for tonight, because we, Lord, have lost so much momentum, it's ridiculous. Oh, I can't believe I can't find that Dragonite. Next time I'm home in San Diego, I gotta find it. Okay, that's my hometown. Bam, 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 bam. We're in it. Oh, I don't even need to switch. Okay, cool.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Okay, this woman is telling us, just for context, this woman is telling us about the cryptid that she saw as a child.
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
Soul Foundry says, okay, but then check the Discord off topic, because I posted my Dragonite and my branding. I'm very much looking forward to seeing that.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds she told me hissed.
Okay, so, sorry, just backing up a little bit. If I was at a party and somebody who was trying to hit on me was like, by the way, one time I saw a cryptozoological stick insect, I think it would work. I think it would work. I want to have a conversation with that person. Maybe that's our advice for the night is, if you're really failing to make a connection with somebody, you're all out of small talk, just tell them one time you saw a cryptozoological stick insect, and just see what happens. What have you got to lose at that point, you know? It's a last resort, but when it works, it really works. I mean, just look at these two.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing.
Soul Foundry says, my Dragonite doesn't have a pouch? I swear, I grabbed that image offline. Now I need to find my card.
If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago.
This is what I'm going to do.
It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
I don't know what we're doing right now, so I'm just going to end this
sweetie.
conversation right now.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud.
We're going to save this, because I don't know what we're doing. And if we're playing this, we should really play it. Here's what we're going to do. As discussed previously in the stream, let's find some time to do a big long stream to just blast through the rest of this game. I mean, a big long stream. Perhaps this weekend, perhaps some other time soon. Because I just want to get to the end of this and move on to something else. It's weird, because like, it's not like I'm tired of this game, I never want to play it again. Like, I do genuinely really want to see how this ends, but like, also I don't want to play this for another month. So if anybody says Sunday chill stream, that's not a bad idea, honestly. I'll post in the Discord. I gotta take a look at the old calendar and see what I'm doing this weekend. But potentially that would be a good idea. For now though, let's wrap this up for tonight. What do I say at the end of the streams? I say that if you watch any of the stream live tonight, perfect transition. Thank you so much for watching live. Thanks for hanging out as we looked at some Pokemon cards, failed to find the one that I was looking for, and did some other things too. If you watch this as a recording or on YouTube, thank you so much for watching that way too. And until next time, I will see you later.